functional assessment. So assessing your body and how it's moving, if it's moving properly, and where we can improve on, because I'm really big on functional movement. So we're going to start on the floor. We're going to do all fours. So we're on our hands and knees. We're stretching our back at first. So we're doing a cat camel, hunching the back slightly and then pushing those hips, the bum out, looking up to the ceiling. We're opening up the spine, pushing up. Good. Hunch the back and then exhale, look up to the ceiling, stretching that lower back, pushing hips out. And two more. We're going to hunch in, inhale, and then exhale, pushing up, really stretching that lower back. We're going to come back to neutral spine. So neutral spine, making sure we're pushing our core into our back and our back is flat. So you're engaging your core when you're in this position, and we're just going to open, reaching opposite arm, leg out, balancing on that hip and come down. So we're just opening that back, engaging the core. We're going to inhale out. Good. And exhale in. Awesome. Inhale out. I see your core engaging. Nice. Exhale down. One more. Just opening that back and engaging the core. Good. Next one is going to be child's pose. So you're on your knees. You're pushing your hips back, sitting on your knees. Push. Nice breath. And then you're going to come up to all fours, hunch the back. And we're going to push back. So we're doing a flow. We're opening that back, release the back. Good. And then hunching that back, kind of stretching that upper back there. Good. Push back, inhale. Exhale, coming up. Good. One more, inhale. And exhale, coming up. Good. Next, we're going to kind of stretch the upper body. So we're going in that child's pose, bringing this arm under, palm to the ceiling. So you're twisting. Yeah, you're getting that back shoulder stretch. Bring same arm, twist it to the ceiling in all fours. Good. Sit back, threading under. Nice arm, shoulder, upper back stretch, and twist. Open the chest. Good. We'll inhale in and under. Twist, exhale up. Good. Let's do one more. Inhale and exhale, twist. Up, open the chest. Good. Relax it down. And we'll switch sides. So getting a nice stretch, twisting under. And up to the ceiling, exhale. Good. Three more. And focus on breathing. We always forget to breathe. So breathing helps engaging the core and kind of just releasing those muscles, tension. Good. And last one. Stretch that shoulder under and nice big twist, opening the chest. And we'll release it down, kind of shake it out. Good. And we're going to do a hip stretch. So hip mobility is really good to open the back and hips. So we're going to bring one knee forward. Pigeon stretch is, one knee forward and sit all the way down. So, opening that back leg. You're going to fold forward over that knee. Release, couple seconds, lifting up, and then we're going to push into a down dog and alternate legs. So down dog, pushing hips back, stretching those legs and calves. Nice breath, and other knee comes into pigeon. Good. Opening the hips, fold, release. Good. We're going to do it again. So lifting up, push into down dog. Nice long, big stretch here. Push hips back. Nice breath. 3, and bring that knee in. Other leg, fold forward. Awesome. Good. So really opening those hips. Next, we're going to drop into lying down. We're going to do cobra stretches. So this is just back extension, opening the back. So roll those shoulders back, hands by your side. Inhale up. Open that chest, push the hips to the floor, and exhale down. Good. Use those arms. The triceps are pushing you off. Good. One more nice big inhale up. And exhale, release. Good. All right. One more hip mobility. so we can get started with some strength. So we're going to be seated in an S stretch. So one knee is bent in front. Yep. One knee's back. We're going to fold over that front knee. Yep. And then lean back, getting that other leg, that front quad. Yeah, you're going to feel a stretch there. Good. Then we're going to lift and switch sides. So kind of mobilizing those hips, getting them able to turn. Good. And reaching back. Good. One more set. Lift and try to turn those hips. Good. These swings are good to do daily, especially before a walk, cardio, because you're mobilizing those hips, able to turn. Good. And lean back slightly, get that other front quad, and switching sides. Last one. Do you ever have any pain in the hips with walking or any other injury? Yeah, these are good to do. So that tight lower back, tight glute, you'll probably feel tightness when we stretch. So this is good to know moving forward, like what's tight and what you feel as well. So we're going to go back to all fours. So for hip mobility and hip openers. So we're in that all fours, and every time we get in this position, we're engaging that core. So think about tucking tummy in, you're engaging that core, but try to keep the back as neutral as you can. So we're going to do a fire hydrant swing. So opening, and then you're going to turn it back and come center. Open out to the side, swing it around, come to center. Yep. So it's just a hip swing. We're lightly opening that hip. So we're working a hip adduction. Good. And back to center. So try to keep your hips as aligned as you can. So lots of core, back stability. Good. You want to think about engaging the core as well. So your core is helping your hips move. Good. We can inhale out, exhale down. Good. Let's do one more on this side. Good. And switching sides. Swing out to the side, open, swing it back, and to center. Good. I see keeping the core engaged. Breathing. Open, swing. Good. We have 3 more. Squeezing the core. Great. Good. Last one. Swing. Good. And we'll just release into child's pose. So we're releasing the hips here and the lower back. Awesome. So last flow in our dynamic warm-up is going to kind of get us moving a little more. So we're going to be in a high plank, and we're going to push into down dog and flow forward and back. So just like this, high plank, we're on our hands, drop that core as much as you can. So bring those hips forward, right? Like a hip thrust. Hold 3, 2, and you're going to push back. You can adjust your feet into down dog. So just pushing those hips, trying to keep the heels to the floor as much as you can, and using your core, align yourself, push yourself back, chest over those hands. 3, 2, this is hard, you got it. Push back, down dog, just a nice stretch. So release it here. Good. Strong arms, strong core. 3, 2, time. Good. We can drop down and release. Good. You could add a push-up. Good. We're going to bring it all the way up. So we're going to do a little bit of functional lower body. With a squat, you want your feet shoulder width apart. I'm sure you've done many. Just want to cue you for form. So shoulder width apart. You're almost sitting back, pushing your hips back. So your hips are going back. Yep. Sitting back. Great. So you're going to push, squeezing into those glutes, hamstrings, quads. Great. And engage that core, right? Good. Coming up. Keeping your feet as flat as you can. Great. And push off. Good. Try to keep your chest up, looking forward as much as you can. Good. Exhale up, inhale down, squeezing all the legs, quads, glutes. Great form. Good. You got the form. 3, 2, Great. One, nice form. Good. We're going to try to focus on keeping the torso up just a little more. All right. Next one is going to be lunges. So basic lunge, stepping forward on the back ball of the foot, using that back calf. So when we push down in a lunge, you're never lunging, like leaning forward. You're stepping, get your foot on that back calf. And you're going straight down, shoot straight up. Good. And then step together and we'll alternate. Straight down, straight up. And then come together and we'll switch. So on that back ball of the foot, your heel is up. Great. And together, we're going to keep doing this. So alternating lunges. Good form. So as you push down, you're using that front leg. Shooting up is your back leg. So your back heel, your back calf, your back hamstring is going to help you push up. So you're going to feel that front quad, front thigh. Good. Keep it going. Let's do 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Awesome. Shake out the legs. We're going to kick the legs back, kind of opening that front hip. So just swing, kick the leg back, kind of opening that hip. So next leg exercise is going to be a sumo squat. So sumo squat is a little wider stance. Our toes are pointed kind of out. Yep. You're opening your hips almost, as much as you can. So you're really pushing through heels using those hamstrings and glutes. So push and think about squeezing your glutes at the top. Good. These get harder with the weight. Great. Three, 2, and 1. Good. Awesome. We're going to do a turn with that. So a little core is happening here. This is like a little Pilates move. So we're going to do in that squat, we're going to open, kind of twisting, really using that oblique, come together and switch. So we're going to inhale, exhale, squeeze for that crunch in that position. So you're squatting, twist. So nice and slow, controlled, crunch, come back and lift. Inhale, exhale. So finding your breath flowing through. Good. Open, crunch to that side. Good. Crunch. So we're really using those side obliques to crunch. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Good. You look like ballerinas here. We're going to kick those feet back, stepping it out. All right, we're going to do one balance with the leg, and then we'll add a little bit of mobility in. So one balance, we're going to balance on one leg. You want a slight bend in your knee. So light, soft knee. We're going to bring one knee up. So hugging in one knee. We're going to hold a couple seconds. So let's just assess your balance here. Lots of core goes into balance. So hugging in, bringing your hips forward. Go, we're going to hold. Think about squeezing that knee into your core. Hold. Couple seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. And we're going to switch sides. So just a basic hold, balancing on that foot. Great. You have good balance. Pushing through that foot, engaging the core, and breathe. 3, 2, time. Good. That's okay. Good balance. So that's a good assessment. Next, we're going to advance that. Since your balance is good, we're going to do a one leg standing kick. So what you're going to do is bring that knee. You're going to kick and reach, and you could drop that foot as you come back in. So we're just going to do one reach. So same arm from that leg. You're going to think about swinging those hips. push, kick that foot and come together. Good. So reach, kick that foot, looking forward. Good. So keep that back straight and come together, squeezing the core. So you're allowing your core to move you first. Knee up, reach, fly. Wonder Woman here. Good. Good. That's okay. Recenter. So bring that knee up and then think about shooting it back, reaching out and then squeezing back in. Good. There you go. So bring that knee in, squeeze. Good. So we're trying to work, one leg stability. So that one leg is really holding you up through that glute. Ankle stability. Good. One more. Good. And then switch sides. So when we first start, bring that knee up and then shoot back. Good. Really balancing on that foot. Think about pressing through that foot. Great. And squeezing in. So think about your core. We're really squeezing the core to push us out and in. Good. Let's breathe. Doing 3 more. Focus on one spot in front of you. Great. This side's harder. That's okay. Shoot back. Good. Kick through that heel. Squeeze that glute. Good. Better. Let's try one last one. Best one. Shoot back. Awesome. And together. Release. Nice. Good. Balances are hard. We're going to try it with the weight as we progress. We're going to kick those knees back. We're going to do a little march. So opposite, we're just crunching through, marching through, twisting through the core, breathing. These are good to do as slowly adding in some cardio to your weight routine. If you're not doing a walk and just want to up your heart rate when you're at home, march it out. Good. Keep it going. Do a couple seconds. Usually do 30 seconds to even a minute, but we'll start with 30. Good. Think about your core here too. So your core is always working in every total body movement we do, from squats to lunges. Your core keeps you upright, straight, gives you good posture. We got 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Good. All right, we're going to go right back into our second set of squats. So we're just going to rep out a nice set of 10. So let's go for that. Keeping that chest out forward, sitting into your glutes. Good. It's like you're sitting into a chair. Great form. Good. Good. We're doing 20. So we're at 9, 10. We got 10 more. Breathe. 10, 9, 8. Engage our core. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Great form with that. So your hips seem super neutral, which is great. You're not overarching or anteriorly tilting. So that's great form. All right. Next is going to be lunges, back to our second set. So let's try that alternating so we get that form. So step, straight down, straight up. So focus on straight down, straight up, then pushing together. Good. We're going to try 20. So engaging that core. Back is nice and straight. Nine. Really push into that front quad, front thigh, front heel. Good. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake out the legs. We'll kick those feet back, opening front thigh. Your legs are going to feel it tomorrow going up those stairs. Good. And we're going to do back to alternating knees. So getting our heart rate up. Quick couple seconds. Here's where you focus on your breathing. And we're going to move a little bit to upper body. So without the weights, it's hard, but this is beginner, a little Pilates style, and then we'll bring it back to the mat. So lots of total body on the mat, core and hips. So we're going to do what's called prayer arms. You're going to bring your arms together, really spread your fingers out. So you're really using all those fingers, squeezing your elbow together. You're going to stay standing. Bring the elbow slightly up. We'll stand. So in that stance, we're going to do almost like a half squat. So we're sitting into the hips, holding here, feet together. So hug your knees together. We're going to stay here. We're going to pulse that arm up to the ceiling. Yep. So we're really working that upper back, triceps. So focus on squeezing your palms together, your elbows together. We're going to keep it going. And here's where you engage your core. So everything's working here. We have our glutes, core, and focus on breathing. Good. Keep it going. Really using shoulders, upper back, triceps. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Nice. Those are harder than they seem, right? Next, we're going to go just opening those arms a little bit. So we're going to do some arm, like an overhead press that you would do with weights, a shoulder press, pushing to the ceiling. But yep, we're going to go open those palms and we're going to keep pressing. We're going to be in a half squat like we did before, pushing into those legs, reach, reach. Good. So we're pushing to the ceiling. As we come down, we're squeezing our upper back together, those shoulder blades. Good. Spread those palms out so you're really using those muscles. Good. And you're engaging that core. Breathing up. Exhale to the ceiling. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Release. Good. Shake out the arms, crisscross, cross the chest, kick a leg, catch your breath. 3, 2, 1. Good. We're going to do our second set of prayer arms. So same thing, arms together, lifting up, pulsing. We're just going to do a quick set of 12. So engage that core, push, ready, and lift. Try to lift as high as you can. 4, breathe. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2 more, 10, 11, 12. Good. Shake it out. So lots of front shoulders. Good. And we're doing one more set of our overhead press. So slight bend in the legs, pushing up, right? Yep. So we're kind of in a half squat. Reach. Nice big reach. 7, 8. We're getting to 12. 9, 10, 11, 12. Awesome. Good. Shake out the arms, legs. Good. We're doing one more set up here and we're going to come to our mat. So for some core. So we're going to combine a squat to press. Good. Just like we would with some weights. Squat to press. Squat, come up to standing, push. Good. Yep. Combine it and flow. Sit, press. Sit, press. Good. So this is a good pre-movement to when we have some weights. The weights will help a little more arm strength, core, and your legs. Reach. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And shake it out. Good. We're going to come to our mat. And starting down here, we're going to do a little more arms too. So we're in all fours. We're going to kick one leg out and do like a half push-up. So bringing that chest as much as you can. Stay there. 10. Good. We're going to do 10 here. Good form. Kick that leg high. Kick through the heel. Good. Use that core. Come up. Good. Drop the knee and then kick back. Drop the knee. So we're doing 2 combined motion. some leg, and then upper body. Using our core. So try to keep that core up into the back. Good. Try not to overarch the lower back. So just push the hips up a little more into the back. Good. Yep. Great. Great. So we're using that core. If we overarch that lower back, we'll feel some back pain. So pushing that chest, we have 3. Breathe, exhale, up, squeeze that core. 2, crunch in, 1, crunch in, nice. Good, and we're switching sides. So kick that leg, push up, crunch that knee in. Kick out, same thing, just other side. We're doing 10. Good. Breathe, crunch that leg into the core, kick it out, use that upper body, chest, shoulders, triceps, push. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Let's release it into child's pose. Stretch out the arms, legs, a little more upper body. We're going to lie down, Superman's. So Superman's, you're lifting your lower body up and your upper body. So lifting that chest off as much as you can. Arms are here. Look down, lift. Lifting your legs off the floor as much as you can. Squeeze the upper back and drop. Good. So when you come up, you're squeezing glutes, upper back. Good. Fly and release. Great. Keep going. We're going to lift up, hold. 1, 2, and down. So we're working that posterior chain from our upper back, strengthening lower back to glutes and even the hamstrings here. Good. Fly. And when we fly, we're kind of pushing and balancing on that core. Awesome. We have 3, 2. Don't forget to breathe. Last one. Awesome. Good. And release. We're going to take a nice cobra stretch here. Elbows close to your arm, your side. So bring the hands a little further back. Yeah, closer to your chest. Yeah, using those arms and release. Awesome. All right, one more upper back here. So similar, we're doing a variation of Superman. So our arms are going to be overhead, and we're going to lift opposite arm and leg up to the ceiling. So we're in Superman, lift. Good. So keep your arms overhead, lift opposite arm, leg, 1, 2, and down. So lift that hand to the ceiling. So we're really working the upper back with that. Good. Release, lift, squeeze. We're strengthening the lower back. We have 2. Release, 1 more. Lift. Good. Rest. And we're going to switch sides. Little rest and switch. Opposite arm, leg flying up. Good. Release. Lift. And release. Good. Good. Focus on breath. Kicking up. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. Great. We're going to release that lower back. Yep. We're going to kick feet back and swing side to side. Yep. So it kind of releases hips, lower back pressure here. Good. From this position, we're going to move into a little bit of hips and core. First set is core. So we're going to do a plank on our elbow and on our toes. So we're going to be here. You're going to lift, shoot the core up into the back. So make sure our back is as flat as we can. Great form. Good. So really squeezing that core together, compressing the core. squeeze. So in a plank, you really have to focus on engaging the core, or else you're going to use your back. Great. We're going to breathe. Almost there. Quick couple seconds. 3, 2, and time. Drop to the floor. Let's take that cobra stretch one more time. Lifting up and release. Good. Now we're going to move on to our side. So it's like a half side plank. We're going to bend the knees and stack them. Elbow is right under the shoulder. What you're going to do is lift the hips off the floor. So it's a half side plank. Instead of being on your feet, we're on our knees. So lots of hips are using. So lift the hips up to the ceiling. Really squeeze this whole side here. So squeezing that lower back, glute, core. Strong core, awesome form. We're going to hold that a couple seconds. You could keep your arm up or down, whatever helps your balance. Good. Squeeze. Look at those strong abs. Good. Now we're going to try to lift that top leg straight out. Good. Kick through that heel using that glute, hip abductor. Hold, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Release. Good. Those are hard. All right. Next, we're going to switch sides. Same thing. We're going to first start knees stacked, holding on that side. So this is mostly a Pilates mat, Pilates exercise. So engage that core, lifting up, squeeze. So that squeeze is very important to that lower back, lower glute, obliques. Good, strong hips. 3, 2, and we're going to kick that leg out, kick through that heel, squeezing that upper glute. Good form. Great form. Straight out, kick through that heel. We have 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Good. Those are hard. All right, we're going to lay on our back, little more hips and core. So we're combining both here because the core does move the hips. So we're going to do a hip bridge first. So with the hip bridge, you don't want to go too high and overarch that lower back. So it's a nice controlled pushing through the heel, squeeze those glutes together. Yep. What we're going to do is, so hold up, 1, 2, and you're engaging that core. So when you come up, your core kind of pushes together into the hips. Good. 5, 4, good form. So we're working our glutes here. Good, you're not overarching the back. It's a nice slight motion. 2 more. 1, good. All right, we're gonna do both. So we're gonna combine a different variation of hip bridge. So we're lifting up, we're gonna kick this one leg up, but we're gonna stay up and try to swing this leg. So swing down, swing it up. Yep. So we're using our core to keep, so push your hips off the floor, stay there, and just lift that leg. Good. So this is lots of core here. Yep. Keep those hips up as much as you can. 3, 2, 1. Good. And rest. So with this, you can either point the toes or flex the foot. So we're going to point. So we're using a little bit of front quad. So we'll lift up, other leg. Good. Squeeze through that glute. That one glute is keeping you up. Good form. Use that core. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Quick rest. Hug the knees in. Good. So we have to strengthen that glute a little bit. It's hard to keep you up. So we're going to keep trying that. This is a good one to do every day. Lots of hips, glutes, core. All right. Next one is going to be a little more core. We're going to bring the knees up, 90 degrees bent. So in this position, you want to push your core into your back. The back's pushing into the floor. So your back's as flat as you can. We're going to keep the legs there And we're slowly gonna tap one foot heel down, swing it up. So slow and controlled, one at a time. One down, come up. So just one. So one together, and then switch. Yep. So as you come down, you're thinking about your back is as flat as you can on the floor. So that's going to help you engage your core. Because if you don't engage your core here, you're not going to feel it. Yep. Control, slow, 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 up. Great. So as you come down, push your core into your back. Good. You got it. Breathe. Good. I can see the core engaging. So think about squeezing that core the whole time as you're moving your legs. So your legs shouldn't feel it. Focusing our mind on the core. The core is trying not to lift the back off the floor. Good. 3, 2, 1. Good. Do you feel that core when you do it? Good. Because if you don't engage, people won't, they'll start to just swing their legs. So that's just a slow, controlled motion. All right. Next one we're going to try is a Pilates sit-up. So our legs are going to be straight out, point the toes. You're going to start arms overhead. You're going to lift, slowly segmenting your body, pull all the way up as much as you can. If you can't pull, we're going halfway. It's fine. Good. So if you can't pull, we're going to start from the top first. So we're going to be here, slow. You can hunch the back, squeeze that core, right? Slowly drop and reach all the way overhead. Good. And let's try just halfway. Pull, pull, pull as much as you can. And then you can pull yourself up with your legs. And then we're going to start from the top. So that's the main thing first is kind of squeezing down. You're controlling your upper body as you come down. Yeah, not letting it fall. Good. There you go. Good. And then halfway is that engagement. And then you can assist if you need. That's fine because you're going to get better. Good. Rolling back. Squeeze that core as you come back. Good. Awesome. Exhale. And we're going to inhale. Someone's pulling us up. Good. That's okay. You got it. It's our hard at first. Good. Roll. Nice and controlled. Exhale. Inhale. Squeezing that core. This is your last one. Pulling up. Think someone's pulling you from your core. Good. Nice. Awesome. Last one. We can lay back. Exhale. Good. You really have great control as you come up and down. So that's perfect. We'll just keep doing it and eventually you'll be able to get yourself up. But that's great. Next score is going to be opposite arm leg crunch. So one knee's bent, one arm. So one leg that's straight out. Your opposite arm is going to be over your head. We're going to bend one leg. That same arm from the bent leg is going across. All right, drop that foot. Yep. So you're going to do this arm to that straight leg. You're going to come up, crunch, try to touch your toe and release. Good. Come up, crunch, drop your toe. So it's that top core and then that opposite lower core is working together. So working that diagonal motion, transverse abs. Good. You're lifting through the core, crunch, slowly come down. Good. Awesome. Good. Squeeze that core. 5, 4, 3. Good. 2, 1. Good. Release, switch sides. So other leg bent, same arm from the bent leg overhead. So straight arm, straight leg is going to come up to crunch. Good. So slightly lifting that upper back over. Nice and controlled, controlling the leg down. Good. 5, 4, breathe. Exhale, crunch. 2, and 1. Good, relax. Let's hug the knees in, twist side to side. We're gonna do a couple more hip stuff. So we're gonna come on back to our side here. And we're just gonna do a lying clamshell. So we stack the knees. We're gonna just open one knee up, but keep your feet together. So bring your feet together, knees bent. You're gonna open. Yep, you're gonna keep that lift as much as you can. So open and lift. Good, so we're doing glutes. Squeeze that core. Open, good. So lots of hip abduction. It's like those hip abduction machines at the gym. Good, and using that core. 3, good. 2, 1, good. Your hips are nice and mobile. That's great. Good, we're gonna switch sides. 10. So you're kind of working that outer glute, hips. So we're lift, open, squeezing that core slightly. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, nice. All right, we're gonna go for all fours and then we're gonna take some stretches. So back in all fours, engage that core, right? Slight hip tilt. We're gonna do opposite arm leg. And what you're gonna do is fly out and you're gonna pulse up to the ceiling. Yep. So pulse. Good. Pulse. Do opposite, opposite arm leg. What you were doing is harder. Good, there you go. You tried the harder variation. That's good. So this really engage our core. It's like the Superman. So we're using some core back, hip stability, pulse, pulse, quick pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, switch. It's hard to sync it up, right? Kick, engage our core, reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Awesome. Good. Let's stretch into child's pose. Good. And we're just going to end. Last set of core is going to be a high plank. So we're just going to hold this high plank. Then we're going to stretch. So focusing on form here. Great. I see your abs engaged. So no overarch. It's that hip tilt, right? Like a hip thrust where we're crunching the hips into the core. Good. Hold a couple seconds. Slight bend in the elbow. So when you're in this position, yes, soft. I call it a soft elbow. So we're not hyper flexing that joint, right? No pressure on the joint. Squeeze that core. Think about your core is an accordion. It's squeezing together. Hold. 3, 2, 1. And you could slowly come down to the floor. Awesome. Stretch. Go child's pose. Release the back. And we're going to do a little stretch. So we're going to go back to that pigeon, bringing that knee forward, and we're just going to hang out over that front knee and hip. So we're stretching that front glute hip. In your summary, I would just say we want to strengthen the glutes a little bit. Your hip mobility looks great. It's something I always try to focus on, especially if there's hip or lower back pain, right? So stretching in the beginning and stretching at the end, and then some glute work, and of course core. I want to keep core, and then we'll do total body.